52 Traders, episode 119.
And start to focus on what you can control and surrendering control over what you can't control.
Join Cam every week on the 52 Traders podcast or at 52traders.com to learn how to trade like the pros. This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is not investment, trading, or financial advice of any kind.
What's up, traders? Welcome to another installment of the 52 Traders podcast. I'm your host, Cam Hawkins, and today we have a guy by the name of Russ Rausch on the show. Now, Russ isn't a trader per se. He is, however, someone who's worked in the markets quite extensively in a large hedge fund firm and now trains traders on getting their mindset right. And if you're anything like me, you sort of know why this is such a big deal and this is such a big thing to get right. And look, I've had plenty of traders come on here and tell us about the strategies they trade and the ins and outs of how it works and all that sort of stuff. But at the end of the day, the majority of them say you've got to get your head straight. You've got to get your head screwed on straight, and you've got to get your mentality right for trading. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what strategy you use, it's not going to make any difference. Okay, so in this episode, we actually dive deep into trying to fix your mindset. It's a really, really interesting, but slightly different from the norm episode here of 52 Traders. One of the things that Russ has mentioned to me, and as part of the show, we've sort of decided that he's got this mindset training app that you put onto your smartphone, and I've been doing it probably for the last 8 days. Okay, and I've got to say, it's pretty damn good. It's really good. It's something that's if it's not gonna help your trading, it's gonna help your life. Put it that way. I'm finding it that it just gives you a completely different perspective of things, and I'm starting to see some of the things that I was doing wrong were all down to the mindset and how my mind was sort of programmed. Okay, so I'm not going to go into too much more detail, but because Russ is going to talk about that coming up in the show. But what I did mention was we will give away 10 copies of this app, right? And so what do you need to do to get it? Well, basically, you've just got to send me an email explaining why you want a copy of this app. And it doesn't look like it's a cheap app. The content, as I said, is very high quality. It's got a professional athlete on there explaining most of the stuff. So this is somebody who would have been making a lot of money back in their prime. And look, I want to hear your story as to why you want this app and a 60-day program to essentially change your mindset and help you become a better trader, or at least, I suppose, change your life. And some of those people, I want to get them back on the show, and I want to see if in 60 days that you did have a change. Okay, so I want to see in 60 days if you did have a change. So you've got to be willing to come on the show, tell us your story as well. So guys, all you need to do is email cam@52traders.com and tell me your little story as to why you want to get this mindset app. Listen to the show first, and then you'll have an idea as to what it can potentially do. All right. But I do want to talk about, before we get into the show, what happened today. So today is the 13th of December, and today I had my first 52 Traders webinar with Andre Stewart, and we walked through supply and demand trading, okay, and it was his unconventional approach. So we walked through that. Now, we had a couple of technical hiccups there, but we got through them in the end. And the replay is up. So if you're listening to this now, the replay is up on 52 Traders /Andre. You should be able to get redirected to his page where you'll see the replay there. So if you weren't able to attend the webinar and you'd like to see a whole bunch of value chucked down, see my ugly mug on the video again, which is rare, then jump on to 52traders.com /Andre and you'll be able to see the replay of the webinar. Look, it's not going to be up forever. It's going to be up for about a week. So, guys, if you're listening to this in the future, unfortunately, it's probably gone past. And I know that Andre's got a few spots that he's opening up at the moment. And look, this isn't going to go on forever, okay, guys? I was talking to him earlier on. This is not going to go on forever. These spots will stop at some point in the future. So if you do want to grab one, then you know where to go. All right. What else have we got to tell you about before we jump into the show. Quickly, I did mention that I'm going to be over in Australia soon, and I'm thinking about doing a Brisbane catch-up. So if you listen to my last episode, I mentioned it. If you are keen to meet up with me and some other listeners of 52 Traders, hopefully there's a few. Anyway, I'll bring a few people along anyway. Then let me know. Hit me up on cam@52traders.com. Let me know you're keen, and I'll send you the details. I've got a trading update coming up in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. I've been on a roller coaster ride. I'll tell you what, it's been a roller coaster ride, and I'm going to explain all about that in the coming week. So guys, keep an ear to the ground for that. And Christmas is on the way, New Year's is on the way, so I know people are going to die down a little bit and start to spend time with family and friends. So I think I'm going to get one more chance to talk to you before Christmas. So look, hope your Christmas shopping goes well for now, and let's get on with the show. All right, folks, we've got a bit of a different show today. So we've got Russ Roush on the show from Chicago, and Russ is a trading mindset specialist. How's it going over there, Russ?
It's going great, Cam. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So yes, this is a bit of a slightly different show from my normal show where we get traders on, but you do have a trading background. Do you want to quickly tell the listeners a bit about your trading background and I suppose how you got started into the mindset biz?
Yeah, you bet. So my trading background started when I became involved with Trading Technologies, and some people are familiar with them. They're a software provider. Mainly in the futures market is where they've been. So back in '98, I joined them in Chicago, and I was the CFO there, and then the head of global support, and then the head of global buy-side sales. So in and around the trading industry, that was our total focus. And then in 2011, I joined a hedge fund in Chicago, Emil Van Essen, the CTA there, and as the chief operating officer. So while I've never traded, I've been involved and around trading for quite some time. And it was about 4 or 5 years ago, being in the industry where there is a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, a lot of transparency in your performance that even if you're not trading, you're subjected to, like if you're the chief operating officer of a hedge fund. And where I started to learn some of the mental training skills to help cope better. So to improve focus, reduce stress, be more in the moment, those sort of things. And I got so into it, I made a full transition. So that's my background in trading, and then how I transitioned into the concept of mindset or mental training.
Okay, cool. And so you basically sort of practice performance mindset. I mean, what does that mean?
So performance mindset, or mindset itself, the way we define it's different probably than the way most people talk about it. When most people think of mindset, it's sort of a willful thing, how I'm going to react and respond and conduct myself based on my conscious effort. And we talk about it as really the opposite of that, or quite different than that. It's the way your brain is automatically experiencing external events. Now, in the trading world, for example, a market that's a bad market for the way you trade, you could have 10 different traders have that same experience, but their brains are automatically going to produce different thoughts and emotions about that external experience, and that's all happening automatically. And so 10 different traders can experience it 10 different ways, even though it's the exact same market. And that's based on the way their brain's automatically experiencing, and that's what mindset is to us, and that's what we're trying to influence.
Okay, cool. And so you've worked with some pro sports teams. Can you tell us a bit about that? All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that teaser of the full episode there with Russ Roush. Now, look, if you do want to get the full episode, along with all the others, all you need to do is jump on to 52traders.com/pro, and it's $4.97. Give it a try. You're going to get all of those episodes, not just Russ, but all of these episodes, so hours and hours of trading, entertainment, and education, and I think it's probably more emphasis on the education than entertainment, but it is very worthwhile content. You also unlock all the show notes, videos, images, marked up charts, that sort of thing. Okay, so guys, don't forget, last thing is, don't forget that you can get access to the app for free. All you need to do is, there's 10 people that can get access to the app for free. All you need to do is send in your story as to why you need a mindset changing app. do a 60-day program. You've got to be willing to come on the show after the 60 days to talk about how it went. And I'm going to pick the people with the best story, okay? So if you've got a great story, then you've got a higher chance of coming on the show, okay? So, guys, until next week, have a great week. And it's coming up to Christmas, so have a great week, and I'll see you then. Bye.